Hello everyone, welcome back to Space Hulk. I am DisturbingPuppet. We're going to be continuing the Defilement of Honor campaign with the Space Wolves today. We'll kind of switch over to the Space Wolves to try them out. Overall, they have a little bit differences from the Blood Angels who you start missions with. So we have one less overall command point we can have as the Space Wolves, but all of my troops get +1 in close combat. That does stack with some of the weapons, so we can get up to +2, and then forcing rerolls on the enemy. So close combat, we're a lot more competent. We also have a lot more troops with close combat weapons. So let us continue the Defilement of Honor campaign. We did do the last mission on here that shut down. So we now have Rearward, withstand the tide of gene stealers and eliminate them. So in this one, there are a lot of air ducts. So the gene stealers can move through the air ducts. I cannot. I also can't see into the air ducts, but I can shoot flame into them.
The gene stealers are using the air ducts to bypass the sealed bulkheads and mount a counterattack on our force. We must stand against the tide and turn it back. Sergeant of the squad, accept your orders. One squad will be sufficient.
I don't think so.
Deploy your forces to meet the onslaught. Multiple threat groups are moving in from these areas. Seal the entry points, or drown the enemy in their own blood. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Okay, so basically kill all gene stealers. Move with haste. Okay. All right, so we have air ducts are kind of hard to see on the map, so there's actually air ducts here. That's a problem. I was thinking I could just block them off from these two, but they can actually get in from here as well. I've only got one squad, so that's kind of a problem. Okay, if I can block them off here, I can't actually see through the air ducts. They're just going to filter in from here, and then come in at me down this hallway as well. So if I want to do that and turtle, I have to have one Marine each facing out. I've got to kind of have one Marine at each of these points here, or I could dump somebody right on top of the vent, at least temporarily. All right, let's see what we've got. If it's one squad, we're probably only running with one Lightning Claws, one Sergeant, one Flamer. No, actually, we've got a different setup. So we've got, this is just a regular Stormbolter, but then we've got like a Power Axe instead of the Power Sword. We've got Heavy Flamer, just a regular Bolter, no special weapons, just a Power Fist. We've got a Thunder Hammer and Storm Shield, and we've got another Power Axe here. So we can set up in either of the rooms. We've got blips already. We just have to kill 53. That should be okay. Don't like the way this is set up. There we go. So here are my two rooms. So what I might want to do is move maybe my Thunderhammer down here to block the vent. And then we can have everybody else just kind of hang out in these rooms and try to draw them in and kill them. Alternatively, I could put my Flamer down here because the Flamer can shoot flames down into the vent. But once he runs out of fuel, it's just going to be unleashing the tide. I end up having to flame just to block them from accessing the vent. I might be better off using the flamer at the junction here or here for a while instead. Until he runs out of fuel, and then I don't really care if he survives or not. Alright, so what I'm going to do... That's a little bit closer. So let's put our Thunderhammer here. So we'll go here to cover the vent. There's so many points I can enter from. So let's put the Flamer here for now. My Sergeant here. It's not actually showing my deployments there. Put another trooper there with the power axe back up. Another Terminator there. So I'm basically going to turtle here and just see if we can actually get the kills we need. Let's try for some more. Alright, stay the same. We're not going to see anything right away. They're going to come straight at me through that vent. I could move out and flame into the vent if I wanted to do that, because they'll be in the vent this turn, so I could move up, flame, and then try to back off next turn. That's not a terrible idea. Let's get these doors open. Might even want to move right on up so that I can flame into there next turn without having to use any actions. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm saying it's just kill 53. It's all I've got to do is hold on till we kill them, and then we're all set. So there's going to be a lot of Overwatch shots here, most likely. It's going to be decides whether we survive this or not. So let's get you on that vent, because I think that's going to be a major problem. If I have you here and guarding,
Moving out.
I think we'll be okay. So we'll have you set next turn. We can just move, drop you in guard. I can't see into the air vent, so I can only shoot them once I get to here. So I may even want to back off.
Yes, brother. Moving.
Don't need to overwatch yet. We'll drop you all the way back, and I think we'll put you here.
Advance, brothers.
Just as backup. So you really need to hold. That's the most important thing. Alright, let's see what we got.
Initiating attack. They come. I will end you.
Okay, more of them spawn than I expected, so my flamer is in danger. And we got one. Let's see if we can get more than that. Alright, that's a whole lot better. Okay, Mr. Flamer, you are in a lot of danger. We can flame into there, which will get us some good kills. Now what do? I can back up. We could then flame this intersection as well. They're going to have to move 1, open the door, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can get to about here. If I turn around, I can kind of run away if I use all of my action points to do that. That's not too crazy. That's probably my best option, honestly. If I just flame here, I'm wasting fuel to stop them from advancing. I'm not getting any kills. I can move back to here and flame this intersection. It's not going to reach enough to stop them from moving through to get to the vent. It's only going to stop them from moving, and then they probably won't even advance because they don't want to get spotted. Yeah, let's just back off. We'll bring him back in next turn, and we'll do some flaming out here. I just was hoping we could get some quick and easy kills in the vent. without him spawning on the side like that. You're just going to stay there in Overwatch. You cover that vent.
I will stand.
So if they can get through, they'll come at the vent there. Sarge, back up. And Overwatch.
Position.
If they make it in the room, you're also going to Overwatch. Alright, let me quickly save it just to see how things go here. Alright.
No mercy.
Okay, I wanted to get at least a couple kills here. Good job. Nice.
They are close, bro.
Try to save that flamer fuel. Got a nice big cluster there. Okay, we've got 4 extra command points. That's pretty good. We can just use it for a lot of extra shots if we want. Things are pretty under control on this side.
Drive them back.
Nice job. All right. Coming through, we got blips. I don't have any indicators of them spawning, but like I said, it's not always 100% that it will give you an indicator, it seems like. Let's just drop an Overwatch with you. Flamer, we'll get you set. I could move out again and flame in there, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can flame. So I could move up and burn into here, but that would leave you a little bit exposed. We're going to be trying to run away from this another gene stealer that's going to come after us. How far away are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. I think we can let them come, and if we kill them, that's good. If not, we're set that we can move out next turn and flame the intersection. You're staying put, you're dropping guard. So it just leaves us a lot of extra action points here that we can just take a bunch of shots.
Drive them back.
We don't even need it. I can't see him, unfortunately. So,
aiming and waiting.
Overwatch. I'm not quite sure about my line of sight here, if I can see out to here or not. I might only see them in these spaces. I'm not sure if they move here, if I'll get a shot or not. So I might want to move back just in case. Even if we only get a shot here,
ready and holding,
may save us. We've got extra command points, so we'll automatically undo any jams that pop up, but I think that will stop us from shooting for the turn. Alright, we're down to just 44 left. That's not too bad.
Hostile target ahead. My bolter is jammed.
Yep, got a jam already. So we did get a supporting shot. It looks like we did unjam it, and then we're now firing again. I thought if we had a jam, it would stop us from shooting. Even if we had the action points to unjam it. But it seems like if we got the extra command points, we're good. Just slaughtering them. We're on the move. Spiders. Yeah, I think we'll move up and we'll flame that intersection this turn, even though there's not a ton we'll hit. We got tons of extra action points here. And they're not even making it through here. I'm surprised they're not trying to just run around and come in. Maybe just because I have somebody here covering it, they're not risking it. Sarge! Sarge. There we go.
Drive them back.
Not a problem. Sarge is on. Okay, let's get out here and get at least a couple. Oh, that's too bad. I should have done it further back, I think. From here, do I have a better... Yeah, that's better. Do it there. He survived. He's not in the flame, because I can only throw flame in it if I'm right next to it. Otherwise, the flame doesn't actually make it into the vent. So they can actually kind of hang out in the vents and be relatively safe. And I'm going to back up, because why not? I've got the extra action points. Clear the path here for him. I don't think anything's going to survive getting through the fire. Make sure you're on guard. And make sure you're on Overwatch. Don't forget to put anyone on Overwatch at this point, or we're screwed. We're down to 34 already. That's pretty good. He's basically going to be dead. If he moves through the fire, that should finish him off. They're probably just going to hang out here for a while until the fire goes away, then try to rush in. Okay, like, you're gonna die, right? They can try to run through the flames, and if they do get lucky, they can make it through. Sarge is just kicking ass. He does not miss. Yeah, we're getting a lot of extra command points as well, so this is all going really well. I do have them kind of stacked up there. Can I do something crazy with my flamer? Not safely, that's for sure. So it takes 4 to get here, so I could move 4. Flame. I don't have enough to turn and flame. I need 1 more command point. 4, 2 to burn, turn, 2 to burn. If I had enough action points, I would do that. I would throw fire both directions. But as it is, we'll just kind of do the same thing we did last time. Actually, you know what? Let's have you stay there. Because next turn, if I get enough extra command points, we could try to move up and burn both directions. They're not going to run through the flame and get to me, most likely. Just in case, you can still go in Overwatch, though. I was super worried about this vent, but it seems like we're having no trouble stopping him with the Sergeant.
Order confirmed. Holding.
Just keep overwatching here. Hope we keep getting good rolls. Then just
scanning for enemy movement.
Extra security for the Sarge. They want to keep stacking up. Yep, that's what they're going to do. Okay, only got 1 this time. Let's see how we do with the reroll. 3's not bad. I don't think that's enough for you. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we need 1 more. So I could also potentially move off to the side here and flame. I'd really like to get to here if I was going to do that, though. But that takes even more action points to get to here. I could go here and flame. I'm not sure if they can attack me from inside the vent. I think they can. But I'm not sure if they can attack me diagonally with flame in front of them from the vent. I do have the Overwatch as well, so I don't think he can attack me diagonally if I block that tile with flame, but let's find out. Because we're here, he might try spawning something further over. She's hiding there in the vent. Got 1. So yeah, I don't think he can attack me here, but I'm not 100% sure.
Holding position.
If he can, it's okay. We're almost about halfway through. Well, it might be okay, depending on how things go. Things can suddenly go very, very wrong.
They shall not pass.
We're just going to do the same.
Fall before me.
Sarge will get some shots off before we Overwatch. Hopefully get some hits.
Fall by my hand.
So only 1 more shot, and that's it. That's all he needed.
Cleanse the
Alright,
monstrosity.
Sergeant Grettier is a badass.
Ready and holding.
Alright, let's see what happens with the heavy flamer there. I'm not sure. God, there's so many of them.
Beware.
Sarge has no problem just wiping everything out that comes his way.
Water malfunction.
Okay, now he's got a problem. And now they're kind of sneaking around towards the heavy flamer. Got 3. He is jammed, so we've got to waste an action point just to unjam his weapon. Yeah, so it seems like they couldn't do anything there. So I can get a couple good flames off, but then we're probably going to get killed by this blip here. So I could move up, flame, that's 3, turn for 4, flame for 6. But then we're standing out here in the open for this blip, which would get a hit on me. And I've got no support, but it would kill an awful lot of Gene Stealers. We'd probably kill 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and 2 or 3 here. That's tempting. How much fuel do we have left? That would use all my fuel up as well. So it's not a bad exchange. About 6 Gene Stealers for 1 Terminator, who can't really kill anything after that anyway. Do have him coming in, might try to sneak through the vent. Alright, you know what, let's just go out in just go out in as much glory as we can here. What can we hit? That's a body. Let's just put it right in front of him. Hopefully say goodnight to these guys. Yep. Not happy, Gene Stealers. And I can even use my extra action point. We'll go ahead and turn to cover so we're facing the direction of the enemies coming, so we might stand a chance there in close combat, just because we're Space Wolves.
The enemy will fall before me.
If he dies, we got the Overwatch.
Let them come.
You're going to guard as usual. You're going to drop the extra Overwatch. You've got one shot you can take before we Overwatch, so Sarge may be in trouble here, depending on how we roll as they advance on us.
Watching for enemy contact.
I've got no extra command points to unjam and weapons or anything, but we're down to only having to kill 22. But they both failed. Okay, there we go. Trying to get through the fire. Nice. Gonna set up a little bit of a trap here for him. Alright, he's just ignoring the vent, going right for my heavy flamer. If I didn't have the Thunderhammer Storm Shield there, they probably would be trying to exploit it. But as it is, I've got it covered, so they're sort of avoiding that route. But you'd think since they aren't getting shot on the way that they would at least send some that way to test it. Alright, you're going to have to just fall back and try to guard, I think. As risky as that is. Gotta unjam. You don't see him. So do the standard Overwatch. Do the standard guard. Sergeant can see him, so we'll just try to take him out. Yep. Sergeant gives no fucks about this.
They will fall.
No more targets to kill, so we'll just Overwatch. So that side's pretty good.
Affirmative.
This is sort of a problem. So if I hold back to here or here, we might hold, but it gives me less chances to shoot as they advance after they kill him, because I'm assuming they will kill him. So I can just kind of get to here, turn around, and then put myself in guard.
With all due haste.
So we'll give it a shot.
Weapons ready.
Guard gives me a reroll on the first combat, but only the first combat. And I've got the +1, whereas he's got 3 dice, I've only got 1. So it might work out okay. We might take out 1 or 2 if I'm lucky. I don't think that was supposed to happen. They didn't do anything on their turn, and I don't know why. I haven't ever had that happen before. Okay. Are they trying to avoid getting killed? Is that what they're doing? If that's the case, they can just hide in the vents. The only people I have that can kill anything in the vents are the Flamer, and he's already out of fuel.
Overwatch.
So if they just want to, like, not all die, they can just hide in the vents. They don't even have to attack me.
Aiming and waiting. Prepared.
If that's what happens here, I'll be very upset and irritated by that. Alright, you back up. It does give me less Overwatch shots, but we'll try and guard from here with only 1 at a time. Let's see if they'll come at me here. Alright, now they're moving. Now they're coming for the vent. No, I didn't even get 1 kill.
Sensor malfunction.
Oh, and you jammed right away. That's not good.
Multiple targets acquired.
So it might come down to close combat here as things progress. Are they out of spawning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If there's 3 there, that's all of them. So they won't be spawning anymore, I don't think. If that's the case, my Sarge no longer is helping that much. I've got a good number of command points. You're definitely just going to stay there and guard. We might want to move him. And we'll just do whatever shots we can here, while still dropping an Overwatch.
The machine spirits guide my fire.
And I can't see anybody else. He's still hiding in the vent, and they're just out of sight.
Weapon at the ready.
So drop that Overwatch. For now, drop Overwatch there. I might want to move out and spin around and cover this way.
Stay alert, brothers.
So Overwatch down the hall there. I'm sort of relying on the sergeant here, keeping him alive. If he can, G-Star can get to here, he can attack him, and I can't really do much about it. So we might be tempting them over this way by doing this. Even with my bonuses, like in the last mission, my Thunderhammer guy got killed almost immediately, first combat he was in. So you can't always rely on him holding.
Cleanse the monstrosity.
Despite his bonuses. Yep. He only took out 1, so despite the fact that he can give them a negative, I think, and has a +2 for the Thunderhammer, goes down like a punk after killing 1. Did a good job there. Sergeant also just dropping him. Yep. Yeah, we're getting a lot of just great shot rolls here. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. I don't think they're getting any reinforcements anymore because they've all totally spawned, so there's 5 left, which is the 5 that are there. Actually, that's 4, isn't it? 4... Oh, there's 1 there in the vent too, right. Right. Okay. That's potentially a problem. Okay, we don't really need to cover back here anymore. Just need to cover the vent. So let's actually have the Sarge move up and cover the vent.
Overwatch.
We don't see him till he pops out of the vent, but we'll get some at least a couple of shots on him if he comes at us. We're jammed, so let's unjam you. Let's try to kill some targets. Just make sure we save enough for Overwatch.
It lies on the red snow.
I haven't heard that before. Kind of reminds me of the old Space Hulk game that I had a long time ago. One of my favorite things when the Marines would show up was the Terminators would say, like, "We break death." I just thought that was like the most wonderful line for Terminators assaulting someplace. Alright, one more shot, and we have to Overwatch.
Cleanse and burn.
3 left. Should be no problem.
Fall before me.
Unless we just miss all our rolls and jam constantly. Alright, let's hop out here just in case. We'll drop an Overwatch in case he wants to try to sneak around this way. Otherwise, we'll move out, cover the hallway down there.
My aim is true.
No? Come for the Sergeant? Yep. Bad choice. God, we're just gunning him down. It's just not even fair. That's it.
We are victorious.
Nice.
The Gene Stealers have been pushed back.
So the Flamer did a really good job before he went down. The Thunderhammer Storm Shield Marine did a really awful job. Only 1 kill, but I have had him do really good work in some other missions. Just depends on your luck, I guess. But yeah, pretty good. 52 kills for 2. So 26 to 1 death ratio. Not too bad. Pretty quick little mission there, so I thought that would be kind of a decent one to kind of fire out when I had a little bit of time. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully we'll maybe get to some more Space Hulk at some point. The next entire campaign is all designed for the Space Wolves. This one I'm just kind of doing the Space Wolves because I wanted to try them out more than playing the Blood Angels. But hopefully we will see you again. I'm going to take a break for a bit now. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good one.